What's up, Magical? Sorry, I checked my text message. Is let me. It should be on the Discord that I'm live, but I'm gonna message everyone on the Discord that I'm live. Reward available. What the fuck does that mean? What's good, the Entertainment District? What's good, y'all? We're gonna start pretty soon. We're gonna start. I already said what's up, Magical. What's up, Beppis? 1 o'clock. We're gonna be doing the One Piece tier list, and then we're gonna be looking at your guys' tier list. We're gonna do the One Piece tier list first, and then we're gonna look at your tier list. And then you guys put in the Discord chat. What's up, Dobby the Goat? What's up, Alvin? Oh wait, let me check something real quick. This is not gonna be a long stream. It's not gonna be that long. I actually gotta be somewhere at like 3 o'clock, so in like 2 hours. So we can't have it be that long. But we are gonna go for the regular 2 hours. Still waiting for you to read We Did It. Bro, I'm still waiting for it to come out in English. That's what I'm still waiting for. I'm waiting for that shit to come out in English. By the way, I'll talk about it when I forgot who it was. Someone wanted me to read where is it? Astro Royale. Someone wanted me to read this. I read it. I will talk about it later. And I read this. Tokyo Fears Rhapsody. And I'm almost done with this. Berserk Volume 5. I'm like super duper close to being done. Real good volume. Really, really good. So, all of that will be talked about later in the stream. We're going to look at. I want to hear your thoughts on Astro Royale. There was one guy in the stream yesterday that was really asking for it. I'm gonna do it when he gets here. I think I remember who he is, but I'm gonna talk about it either way. So even if he doesn't get here, if he doesn't, just stay tuned. I'm gonna talk about it. I'm gonna talk about Astro Royale. I'm gonna talk about all this. I'm gonna talk about Berserk. Make sure, because we're gonna do this later in the stream. I'm gonna announce it now, and I'm gonna say it throughout the stream. Just make sure you guys know. Make sure to post any tier list you want. Doesn't have to just be a manga one. Any tier list you want in the Discord. Let me actually. I'll do this on my phone actually. Let me. Have you read Tokyo Avengers? I have, and it's fantastic. Can't believe you don't know that, Beppis. I do kind of. I don't talk about it that much, but I low key do. I have read Tokyo Avengers, and it is fantastic. Already did lol. Type did. What's up, the baby Yoda? It's been a while, lol. Loki has actually, yeah. All right, I'm gonna post the Discord link in the stream on my phone because I can't. Actually, no, I can do this on my computer. Hold on, give me a sec. What am I talking about? Oh my god, this thing is slow. Invite people. Copy that, bae. All right, that is the Discord link. Hold on, let me pin this comment real quick. So, if you want to post, because we're going to look at tier lists later, if you want to post any tier lists that you want, do it in the Discord. There's a Discord channel for it. Go ahead, and I will look at it. I like our niche community. The Baby Yoda, I've literally never seen you before. So, you're low-key not a day one. Sorry, that was me. That's not even like that's not even false. All right, we have more tier lists in here. Wait, do we? I'm just seeing a giant tier list for whatever Cinderella Girls is. I don't even know. Oh, you just joined. Hey man, I've been for a while since the hot takes videos and even before that, gang. Bro, my bad, bro. I've never seen you in the Discord. I've never seen your comments. Okay. Can someone add me in the Discord when he starts looking at tier lists? Bro, you don't even want to be here for the One Piece part? You don't want to be here for when we rank the One Piece arcs? You don't want to be here? That's gonna be the best part of the stream, bro. That's gonna be the best part. Oh my god, man. One Piece is actually the best bro. You should have saw last stream. Well, you were here for a little bit. You should have saw last stream. We were glazing the fuck out of One Piece at the end. We were glazing the fuck out of it. It's such a good manga. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I used to watch your videos daily, but then I gotta focus on school and shit. That's fair enough. I also didn't really what's it called? I also just like kind of stopped uploading as regularly. But I'm starting to like get back into it. Damn, Idol Manga doesn't know who we are? What are you talking about? I literally know who you are, Beppis. I like it, but I'm not that good. I like it, but not that good. I'm at Ennis Lobby right now. And I would always comment on the you would always comment the emoji at the end of the videos. Bro, I recently brought it back in the Mongalog video. If you check the comments, some of the comments have tree emojis. I brought it back. I was like, because it was an hour-long video, and I didn't really think people were actually watching till the end. So I was curious of like who's actually watching to the end. So I did the thing. I got like 3 or 4 comments that had tree emojis in them. So yeah. No, let me check again. Actually, let me check what emojis I was looking at. 1, I see 1 tree emoji, 2 tree emojis, 3. I see 3, bro. Nah, man, I would always watch your videos from beginning to end. You and Tennis are my favorite manga YouTubers. Manga tubers. Fair enough. Bro, I know Tennis. I literally talked to him individually. That is actually my biggest flex as a creator. I hope you guys know that. I have talked to Tennis individually. That is my biggest flex as a creator. That guy is way bigger than me. I talked to him before he got like extremely big. But that's how like that is my biggest flex as a creator ever. And he commented on one of my videos one time. It was a manga collection video. It was a manga collection video, and I was talking about One Piece, and I was like, I haven't went to Fishman Islands, and he commented, bro, Fishman Islands, go read Fishman Islands. That's also, if you get big, don't forget me, bro. I'm never getting big, bro. You really think my ass would be in like the popular, whatever? Tennis deleted his Discord. What's up, Joadatia? Yeah, he deleted his Discord. Apparently, there was like racism or something. Hopefully, I don't get big enough to where that shit starts to happen, because I know that there are some parts of the like manga community that are really toxic, and apparently those parts started to like infest into his Discord. So like, I'm just praying to God that that shit doesn't happen to me. Eventually, you'd probably be. Maybe you just too much crazy stuff happening. It's fine even if you don't get big. People just missing out on this channel here. Yeah, people are missing out. That's actually facts. There is not a chance I get big. I hope you guys know this. If someone ever in my daily life, I've told people about this channel. I've told some people. If someone in my daily life that I don't really like, I'm not as connected to as the people I've told, and someone finds this channel is getting deleted. If this channel gets big enough to the fact where people just start finding it in the algorithm, it's getting deleted. Like, I hope all of you know that. But I think if you switch to anime reactions as well, you would get big, but just do what you like, man. I was thinking about, I'm dead ass. When Blue Lock Season 3 comes out, I'm doing anime reactions. I actually don't care. I don't care. I am doing anime reactions. I'm gonna get a better computer, and I'm doing anime reactions. I'm dead ass. I will. When Blue Lock season 3 comes out, I'm doing anime reactions because my brother in Christ. I don't know if you guys saw. There was a Blue Lock like fan animation. Someone did a fan animation of Blue Lock and of Blue Lock season 3 of a moment that mathematically should happen in Blue Lock season 3. Um, Someone did a fan animation of that. When I was watching it, I genuinely like I couldn't contain my excitement, and it didn't even look like I mean, for fan animation, for like people animating that don't even like have money in a studio, it looked incredible. But for just like animation in general, it didn't look that great. But the fact that I got to see a fucking character move, I was like jumping for joy. And we would be getting that all season if we actually fucking if I did anime reactions. Is it a manga tier list or anime tier list, or can it be both? Either or, you can do any tier list you want. I think someone put a chair tier list, someone put a fruit tier list, any tier list you want. Let's hope Blue Lock season 3 is better than season 2, lol. Bro, if they actually make season 3 look like the final 2 episodes of Blue Lock season 2, I might actually fucking have a heart attack. My heart would jump out of my chest. Yeah, bro. Same with One Punch Man. The fan animations go so hard. Let's hope that season 3 is better than the PowerPoint that season 2 was. Yeah, season 2 was upsetting. I've looked at some of the clips of One Punch Man season 3. It doesn't look that bad. Is that crazy? It doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look great. It is a huge drop off from season 1, but it doesn't look awful. People keep using that scene where he's like sliding down the hill or whatever, and they don't use any animation at all. Brother, Blue Lock season 2 had 100 fucking scenes that looked worse than that. I promise you, 100 other scenes that looked worse than that. It wasn't really that bad. I really don't think it was, at least. Could Answer someone needs to give it a better budget. Chad, I'm about to have my first ever Babe Ruth chocolate bar. Let's hope Tiz is goated. I did all of the Pokemon starters tier list, so peak. I'm gonna look at that one. I'm actually interested in looking at that one. I didn't look at that one. I didn't look at any that were like. I didn't look at any like seriously being like, oh, what did they actually rank? I just saw the tier list, so I know there's some manga ones. I know there's a fruit one. There's a chair one, but I didn't like look too closely. Season 3 of One Punch Man is just mid in terms of animation. Yeah, I don't think it looks good, but it doesn't. People are comparing it to Blue Lock season 2. Like it is not the same. All right, y'all. I think we are ready. Okay. Here is all of the Blue Lock, all of the One Piece arcs. We are going to start. Let me zoom out a bit because this is not looking great. All right. And let's name these tiers. So let's have like some of the best fiction ever. Just yeah. Alabasta is in S tier. We're gonna see. But a big selling point for One Punch Man is the great art. So if you mess up the animation, it'll be very bad. Bro, really, you need a better laptop as a computer. Bro, shut up about the computer, bro. I got this fucking computer in 2009, and it has not fucking failed me. Okay, I really don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Yeah, I'm not saying like people don't have an excuse for not liking it. If you don't like One Punch Man because of the animation, that's fine. If you don't like any anime because the animation's bad, that's fine. But I'm just saying, I think people are overreacting. I don't think it looks that bad. One Patriot season 3 has that slice of life animation. Damn. We're gonna have A tier be. We're just gonna say mind blowing. B is gonna be fantastic arc. C is gonna be great moments. And then D tier is going to be rare mid piece. So in this tier list, Romance Dawn is A tier. 2009 gang. Damn, that's computer lab. Bro, I got this computer in 2009. It's not going anywhere. It is not going anywhere. I don't, even though I said that I'll get a new computer eventually, which I probably will, because you kind of need a new computer in today's day and age, I am still going to be using this shit for whatever I use it for. I don't care. I actually don't care. All right. So I just want everyone to notice, though, none of these tiers are negative tiers. Because of that, none of these arcs are bad. Okay? Mid is 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 at best. That's mid. So when I put an arc in the D tier or the F tier, or whatever you want to call it, the rare mid piece, that's where it's going to go. Okay? It's not bad or anything. Okay? I still like it. The thing is, you have to think in your brain. This is from the guy whose third favorite manga of all time is One Piece, and I put One Piece over manga like Full Night. I genuinely cannot shut the fuck up about Full Night, and I'm ranking a manga arcs that are better than that manga. So just have that turned in your brain while we rank these arcs. Let's just go in order of done. Even though you said Romance Dawn's A tier, Romance Dawn is oh my goodness. Oh, we might actually be cooked. Okay, there we go. Shit's moving now. Okay, thank God. Romance Dawn is in rare mid piece. Romance Dawn is in mid. Maybe I need to look back on it. All I can remember about Romance Dawn. Hold on. Romance Dawn is in great moments. Romance Dawn is Luffy's backstory. It's them meeting Zoro. It's Kobe. It's Alvida. It's Morgan. It's fine. It has some great moments. So I can't put it in mid because it has some great moments. Some of the best writing One Piece has ever seen is in some of these moments. Zoro is characterized really, really well. He has an incredible introduction. Does this also include Zoro's backstory? I don't really remember. By the way, what the fuck is this Nike ad doing at the bottom? I keep Xing it out. Get the fuck out of here, Nike. Let's be completed for real. Orange Town is mid-piece. We're going to get to Orange Town. We're going to get to Orange Town. Romance Dawn, at least of what? The thing is, Romance Dawn in 2 years could be moved up to mind-blowing because of foreshadowing and shit. But I haven't read all of the arcs in One Piece. I don't understand the full story yet. So for now, Romance Dawn goes there. It's very, very good. But comparatively to all the arcs in One Piece, it's there. Orange Town goes into rare mid-piece. Hold on. This shit's fucking wanting to take 100 years. There we go. It's because of the ad that's down here. The ad that's down here is like really messing it up. Sierra Village is not bad, let's be honest. Bro, we haven't even got to Sierra Village. Let's just do the earlier arcs first. Orange Town is fine. There's a great moment in Cho. It has some great characterization for Luffy. You really get a sense of like what Luffy is as a character through that one moment, and I think it's great. Not gonna lie, at first I think the first 3 arcs in One Piece were just aight. I think I got good at the Baratie arc. Bro, we're gonna get to it. Buggy, I think at this point is a great main character or a great villain antagonist. His like carnival crew characters, the lion, the dude on the unicycle, really, really boring. I don't think Nami is characterized that well in this arc. She gets better characterization later, but I don't think her introduction is that amazing. I know Oda is going for like the whole, she's like this thief that only wants to, take advantage of Luffy and Zoro or whatever, but she has a heart of gold. But she does kind of just come off as an asshole in this arc for like kind of a lot of it. And the fight between Buggy and Luffy wasn't really my favorite. Honestly, I remember reading this arc or I guess watching it because I watched the anime first. I remember reading this arc, and there's like the point where like um Luffy, Buggy like takes a nick of Straw Hat off of his hat, and I thought what they were gonna do throughout the entire series is like damage it like as the series got along. So like at the end of the manga, the thing would be like completely destroyed basically, and then it would like show like a progression of time kind of, and like show like how far Luffy's gone or whatever. They don't end up doing that. They just make Nami make it again, which is very cool. It's a good moment. But Orange Town goes into there. It is rare mid piece, but it's not bad. It's not a bad arc at all. Seer Village goes higher than Romance Dawn in great moments. I think it's a super underrated arc. I think the Usopp pirates are great. I think Usopp is a great character in this arc. Uh, Syrup Village is very good. It has some great moments, but it's higher than Romance Dawn. Baratie, I think, is the first fantastic arc. This arc is fantastic. I love Sanji as a character. I love Don Krieg as a villain. I think Don Krieg as a villain is actually a great villain. And actually, I'm pretty sure like later on in the series, they actually mention him, which is so cool. Like very very like in the thousands of chapters, they actually mention him. Baratie better than Arlong Park in my opinion. Let's go my goat arc. I don't know what to do with tier list of. Do a tier list of whatever you want. Manga, anime, whatever you care for. If you really don't know, you can always just go to the tier list part in the Discord and then just get inspiration there. Someone did a Pokemon tier list. Someone did a food tier list. Someone did a chair tier list. So do whatever you want. Baratie and Loki better than Arlong Park. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. I have some things about to say. So far, the tier list has looked pretty normal. And you know what? Let me just say right now, I've read to Fishman Island, Punk Hazard, Dressrosa, Zoe, Whole Cake Island, and Wano. I don't know why Egghead isn't here, and then I guess the other one, Elbath. Yeah, that one. Those two are not here either, but I'm not worrying about that. It's so good. It makes me forget about Pearl and how sorry Don Krieg is. No, but they're both great characters, especially Gin, I think his name is. The dude that's like Sanji's friend and that like grows this like love for him, or not love, but like grows this friendship towards him because he's the only one that like treated him with respect when it comes to food. It's such a great scene and it aligns so perfectly with Sanji's character. God, One Piece is just such a good manga. And then Arlong Park. I know you guys are saying Baratie is better. Arlong Park is better than Baratie. Come on. Like, let's not be fucking stupid. But it's in fantastic art. It is a fantastic art. And this isn't really to shit on Arlong Park. I think Baratie and Arlong Park are equals. And that's more to bring up Baratie because of how damn good Baratie was, in my opinion. I'm still holding out hope for Gin's return. But that's the thing. I think he returned. He returned in like a chapter cover. In a chapter cover, they made like a what they look like in the future. Don Krieg, Gin, and Pearl. I think Oda did that. I remember seeing that somewhere online. Like that was actually a real thing that Oda did, which is so fucking awesome, man. That is so awesome that he was able to do that. I'm not gonna lie, I just brought a Glazer for real. Like objectively, Arlong Park is technically better. Well, come on, there's no objectivities in a subjective medium, bro. If you like Baratie better, then in your eyes, Baratie is better. In my opinion, Arlong Park is better, and they're both in fantastic arc. I think Arlong Park is a bit overrated. It's just that I feel like this is everyone's first point of like they really got into One Piece, and I see people putting Arlong Park next to like other very big arcs like Enies Lobby or whatever, and I don't necessarily agree. I decided to do a Ghibli films tier list. Do that. I haven't watched a single Ghibli film. So you can do that for the stream. That'll be really, really awesome. I have not watched a single Ghibli film. So we're going to spend kind of a quick amount of time on that one, but whatever. It's fine. To be honest, I think Baratie was done better in the live action. I don't know. I didn't really in the live action. It's kind of hard to do those scenes, those like emotional scenes, in the live action, especially the scene of Zeph being like, "Don't get cold feet" or whatever, "Don't get suds" or whatever, and like Sanji gets that feeling of like parental fatherhood from him, and he says, "Thank you for all you've done." That is such a fantastic scene, but it would be like it's genuinely so difficult to do in live action. So I can't blame them because that's actually like impossible to do, but it is kind of ruined because of that. And we get introduced to Mihawk and Baratier. So like that is a fucking incredible fight. Zoro has an incredible moment in that arc. And in Arlong Park, one of my favorite moments in Arlong Park is when Zoro uh fucking jumps into the ocean because he knows Nami is actually gonna save him. That's one of my favorite scenes in the arc, and it's just so fucking good. Logetown. Now, I know Logetown or Longtown, whatever you want to call it. Logetown is better in the anime because they actually put things in the anime that Oda wanted to do, but he didn't have time to do because he wanted to like get to the Grand Line by chapter 100 and he didn't have time to do it. I'm gonna put it in high rare mid piece, not because it's actually mid. It's just so short and it does like kind of nothing for this manga that I'm putting in rare mid piece. I know it's definitely more important in the future, but as you read it, it's fine. It's not that great of an arc. We get introduced to Dragon, we get introduced to Smoker, two very cool characters. Buggy and Alvida team up. Um, we get introduced to I don't even remember. Fucking Zoro has that really cool moment with Tagishi or whatever her name is. Very good arc, top of rare mid piece. But just looking at the other arcs we're going to be talking about, it has to go here. What's this one? Reverse Mountain. Reverse Mountain's going to go in low grade moments. We also obviously get Laboon. I don't know a lot about people like this arc, but I really just like Skypiea. We're gonna talk about Skypiea, bro. Didn't you say you were in Alabama? Oh no, that was someone else. Alvin said he was in like at his lobby or some shit. Yeah, Reverse Mountain is very good. Laboon moment, that is a fantastic moment. I love Luffy being like, all right, we're gonna make this like promise on your head and you can't scrape yourself anymore. Like giving Laboon a new purpose in life. That's great. You get some really good world building. It's overall fun. You know, I'm gonna put it in rare mid piece. I'm gonna put it here. So I think Logetown is better. And I'm gonna move Logetown up. I like Logetown more than Reverse Mountain, and I'm gonna do it that way. And Whiskey Peak is also fun. I'm gonna put it here. Below Logetown, below Romance Dawn. Or yeah, below those three. And above Reverse Mountain. Whiskey Peak is also very good. We get Nico Robin's introduction. Another One Piece tier list. I'd love to see it. Bro, fucking I Stoic, put your tier list in the Discord, bro. Any tier list you want. You could also do a One Piece arcs tier list, and we'll review that. To be honest, one arc of One Piece could be the length of an entire anime. Literally, yes. That's not even a to be honest. It literally could be. An anime such manga I'm really enjoying right now is Kaiji. It's so good. Bro, I said this last time. I'm not gonna get on my knees again like I did yesterday. I need Kodama or any other publisher to publish Kaiji. The rest of it. I need more of it, please. Denpa is doing the first part. After it, I think they're stopping, most likely because they release a fucking volume every a year and a half. I need someone else to go and pick it up. Someone please go pick it up, bro. Please. I need more Kaiji. We don't get any of it. What happens in here again? Oh yeah. Crocodile, Vivi's introduction, Nico Robin's introduction, or Miss All Sunday. Yeah, so my favorite title from the mangaka is Akagi. I've heard of it. I know he's like a legendary mangaka. I really wish we got more of his works in English because they're really, really good. I can't remember. I'm gonna watch Akagi after I finish Kaiju. I can't remember what else happens in Whiskey Peak. I think this is normal shit. Nico Robin is such a cool character in the beginning, especially like in her introduction. I think there's been like this entire thing about how like, oh, the Straw Hat characters aren't as cool in post time skip than pre time skip. That's an anime problem. The anime just has really boring animation and sexualizes the characters a lot more, so it makes them seem a lot more boring. When in actuality, they're pretty much the same. And honestly, some moments are better in the post time skip. Little Garden, it's a fantastic arc. I think Little Garden is super underrated. Was this Zoro 1v100? Whiskey Peak was basically Zoro being cool as always, setting up Alabasta and Nico Robin's introduction. Yeah. But it's still a good arc. Like, I'm not going to say it's not. Little Garden is a fantastic arc. I really, really like this arc. We get Dory and Bragi. Their story is really, really good. Mr. Five and Miss All Sunday are not great villains, I'm going to be honest. But Mr. 3 is actually a lot of fun. We got some great comedy in this. We get a great Usopp thing or whatever. We get a great Usopp like moment. I think Little Garden, I might be wrong. I think Little Garden might be the first arc where the One Piece characters are truly split up. Because Sanji, he goes and does his own thing and then has a conversation with Crocodile. Vivi, Nami, and Zoro are on the cake. Luffy's doing his own thing. Usopp and Karoo are doing their own thing. So, like, it's obviously, like, I think that might be the first arc of One Piece where they truly do, like, split up in the manga. I will only say that. Next, Drum Island. The thing is, I have to put it here. I have to. This is really difficult for me because Drum Island has the best backstory in One Piece, in my opinion. The Discord link is pinned. It is pinned in the chat. It should be pinned at least. It has the best backstory in One Piece, in my opinion. I think Robin's comes close. Even Frankie's, I think, comes close. A lot of those moments come close. A lot of those, part of the manga come close to that moment. Nothing in One Piece has ever come close to Hilarich's speech, in my opinion. It's either that. Another one of the speeches that I love is Don Flamingo's speech when he talks about how justice is always given to the victor. I think that's a fantastically written speech. It's just so good, man. Drum Island is so goddamn good. Genuinely. Drum Island's goated. Drum Island the goat. I have to put it here. The problem is though, fucking Wapol is like the worst villain ever. He's not even like good evil. He's like annoyingly evil. And it's so like he's such a boring villain. Hilarich's speech in the scene as a whole was amazing. Oh my god, yeah. And then the scene where the other, I forgot her name, the other doctor who's like 130 or whatever her age is, actually like gets the fucking cherry blossoms to bloom and it like heals the heart of the country. Just thinking about it right now, I honestly after the stream, I'm gonna go back to that scene and reread it because it is like I'm thinking I'm like actually like gonna tear up. I'm gonna fucking cry on stream just thinking about that scene again. It is such a good scene. Wapol is most certainly the worst part of the arc. Skypiea is one of the top tier arcs. We're gonna get to Skypiea, bro. Skypiea is such a like polarizing arc. I don't know why, but we're gonna get into it. Yeah, Wapol is really annoying. He's just not a great villain. He's not threatening. He's not cool. He's not evil, like a cool evil. He's just an annoying, like Dio. He's just annoying, and he just kind of sucks. So I can't. If we genuinely had like a crocodile level villain in Drum Island, I would put it here. Deadass, I would put it there, and better pacing. and like other better side characters and stuff, I'd put it here. But I can't. I genuinely I can't. Alabasta is also mind blowing. It's not some of the best fiction ever. It is also mind blowing. Jaya and Skypiea are severely overhated. I think Jaya isn't that fantastic, but Skypiea definitely is. I'm putting Alabasta here. It's not some of the best fiction ever, but I do think Alabasta is really underrated in its emotional moments. Like, yes, I think what honestly holds it back is one the Pell scene where he just lives. That's one of the most annoying moments in the entire manga. I guess I'm also gonna make a manga tier list, but I haven't read that many. Go ahead, bro. Again, make whatever tier list you want. Just put it in the Discord. Did you already put it already? Well, let me check. Whatever. Yeah, just put it in the Discord and make sure to do make your introduction in the introduction chat. But also the moment where like Luffy, she's like screaming out, she's like, "Stop the war! Stop the war!" Oh my god, Vivi is such a good character in this arc. She is such a good character. Pell is my second favorite character so far in One Piece behind Zoro. That's kind of crazy. I can't even be honest. Pell, really? Pell? He's cool, but bro, it's Pell, bro. It's Pell. Doesn't matter how many manga you've read, you can still make a go-to tier list. Or you can also make an incorrect tier list, like saying, fucking Berserk is better than the 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you. That would be incorrect. I can't even lie about that. I literally just read, or I'm like 90% away through Berserk Volume 5, and it was fucking incredible. Way better than anything 100 Girlfriends has ever done so far. But yeah, the scene where she's like, "Oh my god, yeah, stop the war, stop the war, stop the war," and she falls, and then Luffy catches her on Pell, and she's like, "Nobody heard me, nobody was listening to me," and Luffy's like, "It's okay, we heard you." Oh my fucking god, man! What a good ass scene! And there's so many hidden gems in that arc that, oh my god, this scene where it starts raining, bro, don't even get me fucking started. One of the best scenes in that manga, bro. Genuinely, one of the best scenes. I'm taking off this fucking hoodie. By the way, anyone who was in the stream yesterday, I am wearing the same shirt. I actually don't want to hear anything. Listen, if Sanji was like he was in the live action, it would have been Sanji, okay? I have an opinion about Sanji that I don't think people are ready to hear. I don't think Sanji's preserved in this is that bad. I really don't think it's that bad. It's not as bad as Mineta's. People treat Sanji, Zenitsu, and Mineta like it's the same shit. It's completely different. It is completely different. Nah, bro, I wear the same shirt 10 days in a week in a row. Rare take, not 10 days. I mean, whoa. Speak your truth. Sanji is my favorite character in One Piece. He's my GOAT. Mineta and Zenitsu, those are like the two main ones, will genuinely harass women. They will harass women no matter what the thing is. They don't take no for an answer. Everyone around them hates them. Everyone around them hates them. All Sanji does is be like incredibly chivalrous to an extremely annoying degree. He's just horny. But he doesn't do anything that's like he's not fucking just going up to random women and copying a feel or whatever. Okay, Mineta genuinely sucks. I hate that guy. All my homies hate that guy. Mineta is actually like one of the worst characters in the fiction, genuinely. Because he's not even like, it would be something if Mineta was a good hero and he like actually saved people. He doesn't even do that. He's not even good at that. And everyone in the class is just like, and all the teachers see him do this shit. Everyone in the class is like, "Hey, Mineta, we fucking hate you. Stop doing that." And this guy, he just keeps doing it. He's one of the worst characters in fiction, genuinely. Then if you're trying to be in cast of interspecies reviewers on everything, but Sanji never crosses that line. I don't think there's a single moment in the manga where Sanji crosses the line. And actually, from a storytelling standpoint, Sanji's actually kind of funny. Zenitsu and Mineta are like never funny. Sanji's actually pretty funny sometimes. Bro, you could not tell me that moment in Thriller Bark where he genuinely gets pissed that someone else ate the invisible devil fruit instead of him. That is the funniest shit ever. That is the funniest shit ever. And it's not, but Sanji never like really crosses that line that Mineta and Zenitsu do. One of my classmates is actually like Mineta, but he got expelled. Fucking good. You're good. What the hell does that mean, like Mineta? Nah, but Zenitsu is tough sometimes. If you saw the Demon Slayer movie, it was so tough. I'm not saying Zenitsu is my favorite character in Demon Slayer. Genuinely, he's probably my favorite character in Demon Slayer. I watched the movie. It's just I'm saying like on a level of pervertedness, not a level of like how much I like the character. I don't even have I wouldn't even put Zenitsu in the Mineta conversation of how much I dislike them. Zenitsu's not close, but Zenitsu is on the same level as Mineta as pervertedness. He's also just useful, so you can like it's allowed. It's not allowed, but it's like you take the good with the bad kind of thing. Disrespect to my boy Obanai. Who the fuck is Obanai, bro? I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue who Obanai is. Let's just go to the next one. Alabasta is mind blowing. Jaya, I'm gonna put at top of great moments. Better than Syrup Village. Snake Eye, oh, the fucking yeah. Who's gonna tell Sanji about Shiryu? Not sure, Snake Eye. Yeah. I remember who that is. I'm gonna put Jaya on top of great moments. There's the Blackbeard, Blackbeard speech. Bella, what is his name? Bellingham, Bellamy or some shit. That guy's punch super satisfying. Obviously, some other cool moments about them flying to the sky, the giants. It's all very, very good setup for Skypiea, but on its own continuous arc, it's not one of the best in One Piece. What is mean by like Mineta is that he wouldn't stop harassing the girls in my class, and he was told to stop multiple times. Brother, fucking good. Like what? Bro, we had a fucking kid like that in school, but he was autistic, so like you couldn't do anything about it. He would like genuinely be in the hallway and like actually scream to the top of his lungs, and then he would see a girl walk by, and he would stop instantly and go like, "Hey," and then say their name, and that was it, and then they would walk away. Genuinely crazy. That guy was crazy. I think every school has that though. Every school has one guy that's like that. He would be walking down, he would be screaming or like saying like train noises, and then he would look to his left and see a girl and be like, "Hey, Rebecca," and then walk back. Now, I'm not, he was very autistic, or was. I mean, he's probably still alive and he probably still has autism. I don't like, I'm not saying like, lock him up in federal prison, but no shot. His behavior is 100% because of his autism. It has to be something that, he grew up with or whatever. That might be fucking naive to say or whatever, but I can't picture it. Also, bro, I remember when you glazed Shuzo Shimi, and I 100% agree with that. Shuzo Shimi is just a goated author. Though, I will say he does kind of just do the same gimmick every manga and calls it different manga, but the gimmick is very good, so I can't even like be mad. Yeah, the difference between the two is that my classmate was fully aware of what he was doing. Bro, there was also this classmate in my school who would genuinely make bomb threats to the school. He would legit make bomb threats. And like he never did anything. I don't know what he was doing later. But if and like school shooting wasn't as prevalent as it is now. If that guy ever decided to shoot up the school, we would have no one to blame but the fucking faculty. Because this guy would make multiple bomb threats and he never got expelled. And everyone was just fine with it. whatever. It's not even important. It's not even important. Skypiea, by the way, I'm gonna put in mind blowing. I'm gonna put below Alabasta and behind Dromone. Yeah, he would just like call the school and be like, "I'm gonna bomb the school." Ironically, all of Shuzo Shimi's manga being so weird makes them stand out less. Yeah, actually, true. Yeah, because they're all weird. So I can honestly barely remember what the fuck is the difference between Happiness and Flowers of Evil, and Welcome Back, Alice. They're all like mixed into my head because a lot of his manga are just very, very similar styles, and they're all kind of about the same thing, which is like puberty, growing up, being a man when you're 13, that kind of stuff. Jerking off. A lot of his manga are like that. By the way, I did not know that it was No No November. I genuinely completely forgot that that was even a thing, one. And two, we were even in November. I mean, I'm still technically like alive type shit. Why did I say type shit there? But I didn't even like realize until I saw that shit on what's it called? Until I saw that shit on Twitter. Clipped? What the hell, bro? What is getting clipped? I said something completely normal. Skypiea is going here behind Alabasta. It's a fantastic arc. So many goddamn great moments. I think what kind of hurts it is that when you're reading it, it doesn't really add anything to the main like story. At least like Alabasta, at least you get a new character of Vivi, and you have the potential of her joining the Straw Hats. Skypiea, you don't really have that, as well as like most of the next arcs that come by, either a new character will get introduced, or it sets up something, or there are incredibly emotional moments and like huge character developments. Skypiea is really only world building. It is really only world building, and it's fantastic. And there are emotional moments, like obviously there's the entire stuff with the like Native American people and like the fucking God Valley people or whatever they're called, and the entire politics with that. And Nell or Eneru or whatever you want to call him, Eminem, is one of the best villains I've ever read in this manga. He is such a great villain, and he is so threatening. Uh, the backstory for Nolan the Liar and the other dude is incredibly sad and incredibly well written. It is fantastic. Haka Shake Longway Longland is actually an actually good arc. Well, as you can see, none of these arcs, none of the tiers have a negative connotation to them. So, in my opinion, I don't think any One Piece arc is a bad arc. So I kind of agree. I mean, at worst, they're mid. When Luffy punched Enel to ring the bell was peak. Oh yeah, it was fantastic. Such a damn good scene. And then the scene of him like being the giant or whatever, and him like being that like having this like him basically creating himself as like this influential force in the series. Such a good fucking scene. Such a good fucking arc. Very, very overhated. I remember when everyone said this arc was shit. And I do think it is because One Piece, like the anime of Skypiea, I actually dropped the anime during Skypiea because I was like, this shit is the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm getting episodes where the entire episode will legit be NPC 1, NPC 2 fight. They fight, boom, okay. And then Zoro will fight a guy with a bucket hat, and then the episode ends. And I'm like, what? This is the most boring thing I've ever watched in my entire life. And then I read the manga, and then I realized that the anime actually ruins everything that it touches. Long Ring, Long Land, I mean, come on. I'm going to have the normal take. I'm going to have the boring take, and then put it as last. Yeah, I dropped the anime in Skypiea. The anime is so shit. Luffy being stuck in a cave for like 20 episodes was so fucking annoying. Yeah, it was just stuck in the stake for like 20 episodes. In the manga, it's like genuinely like 7 chapters. It's really not that long. And the rest of the characters are so like well written that you can like be fine with it. Imagine having to wait fucking 20 weeks to see Luffy. I would actually be fucking pissed. I would drop the anime. I would drop the anime. I genuinely would. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Long Ring Long Land. It's fine. It's like such a nothing arc. there are great moments in it, but there's also some stuff I don't really like. And Foxy is just such a bad antagonist. One Piece is really like mixed on how good the antagonists are, how bad they are. This is this is not a good antagonist at all. Water 7, and I'm just gonna get this out of the way. Come on. Do I really need to say anything? Water 7 and Enies Lobby are both going up there. By the way, I don't think they have post Enies Lobby here. They don't. If we're counting post Enies Lobby as an arc, I would probably put it in great moments. It's fine. But it's not that incredible. We get Frankie joining the crew. We get Garp come. Oh my god, the scene with Kobe and Garp and Helmeppo when they come back, fucking ridiculous, insane. I love that scene so much. There's over 1,900 manga in the tier list I chose. I'm not gonna lie, I might just stop here now. I'm too tired to go through all of them, brother. We literally in stream we did a 500 manga tier list last stream. I know the feeling. I know the feeling, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, Water 7 and Asabi. What can I even say about these two manga that, or to these two arcs that like would be any different? Like I really can't say anything. Enies Lobby has potential to be the best arc in manga as a whole. I had Water 7 at the top of Mind Blowing and put Enies in the top row. Yeah, these are probably my two favorite arcs of One Piece, maybe. The thing is, Water 7 has my favorite fight in all of manga ever. Unless you want to count sports matches as fights, then it doesn't. But Water 7, the Luffy Usopp fight is my favorite fight in all of manga ever. So like I can't put that arc any lower than that. And then Enies Lobby has one of my favorite backstories, one of my favorite fights, actually perfect pacing, fantastic art, fantastic moments, incredible writing. I don't know how a single man can write these two arcs back to back. It doesn't make any sense. And honestly, we are ordering these tiers. Enies Lobby is worse than Water 7 in my opinion. It is worse. But, well, it depends. Because what is Water 7 and what is Enies Lobby? Like, when they're on the train fighting fucking ramen soup man that puts ramen in his nose, is that Enies Lobby? Or is that Water 7? Because I think around that time is when we get Frankie's backstory. So, if Frankie's backstory is included in Enies Lobby, it might be higher because I love Frankie's backstory. But if it's included in Water 7, it might be Water 7. If Frankie's backstory is like the tipping pole between the two. But I'm not really gonna worry about it so far. Thriller Bark, I'm gonna put it at the end of Fantastic Arc. I think as I think about it more and really look back on that arc, I'd say that everything until they actually get to Enies Lobby is part of Water 7. Okay, then Water 7's better. I would say, as when I read it, I didn't really like Thriller Bark all that much, but as like time has gone on, the arc has really grown on me. Oh my god, why can't I remember this guy's name? Holy shit. What is this guy's name? Oh my god. Why can't I fucking remember his name? I actually should know this. It's rare mid piece, not gonna lie. In the anime here, it's bad. Brook! Oh my god, I knew it started with a B too. I was like, is it? I was thinking it was Bones. Because he's a skeleton. So I was like, wait, oh my god, is it Bones? It does not sound right though. No, it's Brook. It's Brook. I'm actually like showing myself as a fake One Piece fan right now. When I first read it, I didn't really like it all that much. But as I've gone on, it started to grow on me a lot more. Brook's backstory is one of the best backstories in this manga that I've read so far. Fucking what other? Oh yeah, Nightmare Luffy is fucking sick. Gecko Moria I actually really like as a villain. Fucking number 4. I'm thinking of like, the Dr. Hogback or whatever. I think is really really cool. I love Chopper's whole side plot with him. I think it's actually one of the most hilarious arcs in this entire manga. Fuck, I'm at the gym right now. I can't watch it stream. I'm gonna have to watch when you're done. It's okay, bro. Get those games. I have to. I'm doing this, and then I have like a responsibility to take care of at like 3:30. So now I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go to the gym. Or I'm not gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna go outside of my house and fucking box for like an hour, and then I'm gonna probably take a shower. I really didn't like the side villains, but it was still good in manga. For Thriller Bark, I don't know. The only one I can remember is the lion dude who can turn invisible, who I did not like at all. He was really upsetting. Least favorite part of Thriller Bark for me is that freaky ass lion. That was like, yeah, he was so weird, and he wasn't even like threatening weird. It was like very comical, and it was funny sometimes, but other times it's just kind of concerning. Uh, but I really like Doctor Hogback. Doctor Hogback, I really liked. Oda made you hate him, but I don't think Oda wrote him to be hateable. I think Oda wrote him to be relatable. That's a bar. Low key, that is a bar. Next, Sabori Archipelago. I'm gonna put. I'm gonna put right here and mind blowing. Uh, it is such a Perona. Oh yeah, Perona. Oh my god, I love Perona. She is such a good character. Petition of Ban Petro for the anime slash manga. I think that's what the lion's name is. Bro, if he ever comes back and actually has like a serious role in this manga, Oda might lose his credibility as a writer. Sabori Archipelago. What do I have to say about this? One of the best moments in One Piece is when Luffy goes, when Luffy tells everyone to run, and then he thinks his entire crew dies, and then he's like, "I couldn't save everyone. I couldn't even save my crew or whatever. I couldn't even save my friends." Fantastic story building, fantastic writing. I love that Luffy actually has consequences to his actions finally. I think that's such like a good subversion of expectations. Um I've never heard anyone say they liked Hogback. I didn't like him as a character, but I liked Chopper's side plot with him. I liked Chopper being like, I can respect your abilities as a doctor, yet what you're doing is wrong. I like Chopper's entire thing with that. I don't really like Hogback though as a character. I really don't care for him. I just really like Chopper's side thing with him. And I just love Chopper as a character. Subway Archipelago, yeah, it goes directly there and mind blowing. I'm gonna just Amazon Lily is like such a nothing arc. I'm gonna just put it in there. It's good. We get a good boa moment here or there. Um, it's very good. Like I don't. There's nothing much to talk about Amazon Lily. It has some good world building. Has some good moments. We get introduced to hockey. Uh, we get that really cool fight between the two Snake sisters and Luffy. There's some funny moments in here with Luffy's cock. That was pretty funny. I don't know. It goes in great moments though. It's really such a nothing arc. Impel Down though, I'm gonna put the top. I'll put Impel Down right there in Fantastic Arc. I do. We learned that Luffy. I think Oda confirmed that in an SBS though, before. But yeah, he does stretch everywhere, which is kind of. If there was one fucking superpower to have in manga, okay, no, let me fucking stop. And you would never be able to even swim, so you'd be kind of cooked. Impel Down. What's there to say about this? Oh yeah, I love Luffy gathering his own crew. I love Bon Clay. I love Buggy in this arc. I think they're all great characters. I think they're all a lot of fun. Ace's stuff in this arc is really good. I got all the information about him. We get a lot of stuff about Garp. Impel Down is just an extremely solid arc, front to back. And I don't know if it's better than Arlong Park. I have to remember what the fuck even happens. But it is really, really good. Marineford, come on. Let's not fucking play around. I put Impel Down in S, but probably because I love the reuniting of enemies to be friends, especially Miss. Oh, I completely forgot about Mr. 3. He's sick. Oh, I love when manga just bring back characters. I love that shit so much. And One Piece does it all the fucking time. So, good on One Piece. Marineford's going here. What can you say about Marineford? what can I say that's really gonna like make Marineford like make you like convince people that like Marineford is better than it already is. It's the best arc in One Piece. It is. It's just the best arc in One Piece. There's like no Bon Clay surviving low key makes Impel Down worse for me. How? He's literally the GOAT. Return to Sabaodi's mid. Return to Sabaodi's mid. It's very cool seeing the characters back again. It's very cool, seeing all these characters back again. It's cool seeing like all these characters get these new power ups and shit. There's some good moments in here. There's that one Kuma moment that's really cool. But let's be honest, like fucking nothing happens in here, and all the fake Straw Hats are so boring. And just Chopper getting fooled that they're the fake Straw Hats and thinks that they're real is the most annoying shit I've ever seen in my entire life. But we get some really cool moments in here. We do get like Luffy like discovering his fucking not discovering, but like him like being so much more powerful. It is really, really cool. It's just so brought down. It's just like Pell surviving. Why can't Oda just let it die? Let a hero die. A hero die heroically or something. A character die heroically. I agree on the return to Sabaody take. Yeah, I just feel like it feels kind of weird to kill Bon Clay in that scene. I think it is cool that like the thing about Pell is what makes it really annoying is that bomb literally can kill fucking the entire town. And he brings it up and he's fine. And he's fucking like, and he has a few scratches. I'm gonna go for a bit. I'll be back. All right, we'll see you, Baby Yoda. Put your tier list in the chat. We're gonna check those pretty soon. That's the problem with Pell's thing. Bon Clay has that scene, and then I feel like maybe it's also just because like fucking I had like I've already gotten used to One Piece's death baiting, so like I already knew fucking Bon Clay wasn't really actually dead, but I don't know. I think it's done better in Impel Down. Croc had a worse plan than Kuro? This is not even true. Kuro's plan was so shit. Kuro's plan was like, I'm gonna fucking fake my death. Then I'm gonna get this girl and I'm gonna threaten her life. Or no, I'm gonna get a hypnotist who can't even hypnotize someone by themselves. He also hypnotizes himself. I'm gonna get a hypnotist to hypnotize this girl into giving me all of her money. Brother, you're literally a fucking pirate. Just fucking get your loot, go to some random off island in the shore and fuck off. You're literally a pirate, bro. Whatever. And then he like fights Luffy and he still thinks his plan's gonna work. Everybody in the town knows you're fucking cooked, bro. Now you're a pirate. Like I don't know, whatever. Fishman Island, this is where I'm gonna start and this is the last arc I've read actually. This is the only hot take probably about this series that I have. It's right there. I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna put Fishman Island there. Fishman Island is such a like hard arc to talk about because it is so inconsistent. It has one of the best backstories in the manga. Fisher Tiger and the Fishman and Jinbei and Koala or whatever her name is. One of the best backstories I've ever read in my entire life. It is one of the saddest things I've ever read. It is so fucking good. The villain, not good at all. The villain kind of sucks. The fights kind of suck because they're all in water and it's kind of hard to see what the hell's even going on. I don't even think Sanji's that bad in the arc. I really don't think he's that bad. People talk about like, oh my god, Sanji's hitting on a 16-year-old girl. She's literally a fish woman. Like, I don't think that's the thing we should be talking about. She has half of her body is a fish. Zoro one-shotting a fishman in water was great. I that was really cool too, yeah, but again, like I it looks cool. It's just not that great of a fight, especially compared to the rest of this manga. Everyone wants to talk about how Sanji's hitting on a 16-year-old girl. He's hitting on a woman who probably doesn't have a vagina. He's hitting on a woman with half of her body being fucking fish. Like that's crazier to me. That's crazier to me. I get it. Like that's definitely pedophilia. But also like there's this fucking huge argument about like, oh, in Japan, there's 16-year-olds just like your 18-year-old or whatever. So whatever, you can say that, but she literally half of her body is a fish. That's crazier in my opinion. And also, Sanji in Fishman Island, one, the anime is a lot worse. I'm gonna be honest. I went to go watch the anime for Fishman Island because I couldn't understand why everyone was hating on it. Sanji thirsts over girls for maybe like 3 chapters, 4 chapters, maybe. In the anime, this guy does this shit for like 10 episodes straight. It's fucking idiotic. Fishman Island was just a vessel to display everyone's powers they gained during the time skip. Yeah, and that's why it's not in like mind blowing, but also it has some of the best storytelling I've ever read ever. In the fucking backstory, it's fucking awesome. God, it's just such a fucking good backstory, and it's like lowered down by the absolute atrocities of the villain. That's where it's lowered down. Okay, I am now. Sanji's marries Pudding in Whole Cake Island as part of the arranged marriage, and she's like 16. So like, why don't people talk about it? It's an arranged marriage. What the fuck? It's literally an arranged marriage. He doesn't. He can't really do anything about that. And I don't even know if he's like thirsting over her like that. And also, like, yes, in real life we would be weird, but we have to also take into account that One Piece is a fictional world, and the age of consent is probably different in One Piece than it is in our real life day to day. So, like, especially because like Oda could have done something so fucking crazy and be historically accurate and make pirates rape fucking 9-year-olds, but thank God he doesn't. It is, but like us Americans, that is pretty weird to be like, this 16-year-old is low key bad as fuck. It is so weird to do that. We need to do a One Piece waifu tier list. No, we don't. I actually have so like nothing to talk about the One Piece waifus. I have fucking nothing to talk about there. My favorite is probably Nami, just because she's got like the biggest titties, but like I genuinely don't really care. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rank these last 5 arcs based on what other people say. So I'm gonna be a people pleaser here. I have not read any of these arcs. I'm just gonna go based off what I probably am gonna think of them. Punk Hazard, I hear is like okay. I hear it's probably a great moments arc. It'll probably be like here for me. Whole Cake, I hear is like one of the best. Probably be here. Or no, this is Dressrosa. Well, I still hear it's like one of the best arcs in One Piece. I'll put it like right here. Maybe up here. I'll put it up here. People usually say it's like one of the best ever. Zoe will probably be near Impel Down. Whole Cake Island will probably be up here between these guys. And then Wano will probably be up here, probably like here. Corona's top 2. Where's Egghead? Punk Hazard is a rare mid piece for me. I haven't read it. I'm like just beginning with it. Egghead was not on the tier list when I made this thing. So I didn't make this. I just got it from the internet. So I don't really like. Egghead would probably be in the top tier though, because I hear Egghead is like one of the best arcs ever. And then I also hear fucking what's it called? Albath is also one of the best arcs ever. Best arcs ever. So that's crazy. It's kind of crazy that One Piece legit like as people are like as I hear people catching up with it, every arc seems to be like the next best arc. Elbaf is just getting started. What's happening in Elbaf is what I wanted in Egghead. I don't know what's happening in either of them. One Piece ending though? Yeah, but like, let's be honest. One Piece is ending. We're not close to its ending though. Any other series? Let's be honest. How long are we till the ending? Probably 5 years. Probably around there, 5 to 7 years, probably. How any fan that's caught up with One Piece, how far are we till the end? Make a prediction right now, like years wise. How far are we? One Piece will take like 7 years to end. Okay. My brother in Christ, One Piece close to ending, but not that close. My brother in Christ, some manga don't even go on for like 3 years or 5 years. I'd say 400 more chapters. Exactly. One Piece doesn't even, most manga don't even go on for 5 years. And we want to sit here and be like, oh no, One Piece is ending in 7 years. Like, no, it isn't. Like, okay, maybe in 7 years. One Piece is not ending. One Piece is not ending. One Piece will start to end when we're in its final arc. People say we're in its final saga. Bro, that's like 500 chapters. 10 years because Oda already takes more breaks than he used to. So it might get even more breaks in like 5 years' time. So the way things are going, Oda said it would end in 5 years. He said that 6 years ago. We're going to hit the 40th anniversary before it ends. We have had One Piece for 25 years. 7 years seems close, even longer than 25. Exactly. And then people want to say, like, oh no, One Piece is going to end in 7 years. Brother in Christ, if you are 20 years old, One Piece will end when you are in your late 20s. If you are 20 years old, if you're 15, One Piece will end. Right now, if you're caught up and you're 15 years old, One Piece will end when you probably have a job. When you finish college and you have a job. Not gonna lie, I'm scared One Piece will be like 150 volumes and it'll take up like 3 shelves in my bookshelves. That's why you gotta buy the fucking box sets, bruh. Be intelligent. Buy the box sets. Not gonna lie, JoJo's has more manga pages. Wait, what? Than JoJo's and it's still going on. I don't know what that means, but JoJo's apparently is gonna be ending soon. JoJo's apparently it's like final arc, final part, and its second final part. Which same logic applies, but at least JoJo fans have the excuse of being like, every part basically dictates the setting, tone, characters of every part of JoJo's. So this is going to be the last set of characters, last setting we're getting, last set of characters we're getting, last like thematic theme we're getting. That's at least like a bit more acceptable. I don't think I've ever get the box sets because they use the translation that calls Zoro Solo. Bro, what? You're telling me the single volumes don't do that? What the fuck? Bro, can someone tell Viz to fucking update that shit? I think there might be one more part in JoJo's. Part 9 is going to take a while before it ends. This is how JoJo's is. It's just how JoJo's is. All right, y'all. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Where is this channel? Tier list. All the fucking tier list to go over. Are you guys ready to look over your guys' tier list? I think I'll feasible English releases do that. What's good, Alvins? Thank God you're here. We're gonna have to go through these not quick, but not slow either, because I gotta be somewhere kind of soon. Whatever, it's fine. Are we ready, chat? Let's go. All right, we're ready, chat. First, tier list. Irrelevant trashes, chair, tier list. Can we zoom in? Oh, fuck. All right, let's look over this. Come on, boys, go. Bro! You can't just show up here. No, you can't just show up there and be like a regular viewer. You want to join the stream, Mondeslav? Do you want to join the stream? The SpongeBob chair was my old profile pic. Alvins, we got other shit to be worrying about right now. Whatever. Mangasoft. We're going through my fans tier list. If you want to, there's a Discord and there's a link in the Discord. You can post your own tier list of whatever you want. Some people, most people put manga and anime. You can put whatever tier list you want. You can go ahead and do that. I love to join a future one for real. Wasn't expecting. No, Mangaslav being in one of my live streams was not on my 2025 bingo card. Doing the chat, we got go to tier list. All right, let's look at this stuff. Okay, first off, whoever's dumb idea was it to put the Minecraft chair and the Lego chair in this tier list? They're idiots. They're actually idiots. I'm never gonna. I don't. First off, why is the Minecraft chair even on here? Even below F tier, the Minecraft chair is digital code. It is digital code. You can't sit on it. That should be an F tier. The Lego chair is like a 1x1 in centimeters. So both of them should be an F tier. This tier also, underrated chair. This chair is actually kind of sick. It low-key makes you feel like a programmer. The ball chair sucks. I used to have this one in my office. It fucking is shit. With 3D printers, everything is possible. Anything is possible. Okay. At that point, just buy a chair. I'm not spending 3 weeks of my life for my 3D printer to go print me a Lego chair. At that point, just go buy a chair. Rainbow chair, I'm going to be honest, I have no clue what any of these 3 chairs you would use in any context ever. I've never seen any 3 of these. This one looks like a grasshopper chair. The stool is shit. Any chair that doesn't have a backrest is like, what are you even doing? Why dinner table chair in S tier? Bro, that chair is a classic. Minecraft isn't even a chair, it's a stair. Well, you can sit on stairs. Let's not. By the way, is this the fucking electric chair? Why the fuck is the electric chair not in like Mega F? What the fuck? Okay, whatever. I'm not even gonna worry about that. Here we have like, I don't even know what this is. This looks like some kind of couch. We have like the Alcohol's Anonymous chair. We have a gamer chair. I don't know why the gamer chair is this low. I think gamer chairs are nice. I think they're nice. We have this chair, a wheelchair. These 2 chairs. This chair is nice. This chair is underrated right here. The like really messed up plastic one. It's like the hospital bench or repair. Wheelchair needs to be S tier, very versatile. You can literally move in a wheelchair. Exactly. Why is it not an S tier? Also, why is the couch not an S tier? You can sleep in here. We have the 2 office chairs in A tier, a SpongeBob chair in A tier, a Bonnie toilet, a throne. Bro, A tier, S tier need to be switched. Don't know why this one's up here. Toilet is like the most like. Toilet is the most like. Okay, thank God this thing exists. That's why toilet's in S tier. I understand that. Massage chair, I understand. These chairs are uncomfortable shit. These chairs are super uncomfortable. I do not like these chairs at all. I wouldn't say like they're C tier. I would say they're B tier. Because B tier I would say are like tier maker never sat down. That's what I'm saying. This guy's never sat down a day in his life. He's just going on vibes. But you know what? I'm going to give this tier list, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Because we have. Wait, did he actually? No fucking shot. All right, thank you. Thank W. Everyone type in W Mangasoft in the chat. God, it is so weird. By the way, W Mangasoft, by the way. This is also a weird thing to say to someone in the chat watching my content. What's up, just another nerd? But it is so weird when someone like Mangasoft. Now, Mangasoft is very like into the community. He's very like I see him on other streams. I see him with other creators a lot too. So this isn't just like a me thing, but it is so weird to see a YouTuber that I once watched when I was making my own channel and being like, bro, Mangasoft is such a good YouTuber. I love his content. And not even just when I was making my own channel, but just when I was like making manga, when I was collecting manga, I would watch Mangasoft and be like, bro, his collection's fucking huge. He's such a cool YouTuber. I wish I could do this. And now, even though Mangasoft definitely is a lot bigger than me, we're on like the same playing field now, which is so crazy. WU broski, I'm a hella pleb. Mangasoft, I have a question. Do you wear like the mask outside of your videos? Or I mean, like what mask? But like, do you wear the mask outside of your videos? Okay, never mind. Sorry, this is an interesting question. Okay, I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. It's a good tier list. It's just not anything crazy. All right, okay. This is the worst tier list I've ever seen in my entire life. First off, there's no F tier. There's not even a. What even is this? Oh my god. This is the worst tier list I've ever seen in my entire life. F tier and S tier both go into S. A tier goes into S. B tier goes into C. This is just stupid. I don't even want to look at this anymore. One of the worst tier lists I've ever seen in my entire life. So bad. S plus is the worst tier I've ever seen in a tier list ever. Okay. Let's look through all four of these really, really quick. From Marcos, we have his video game like listing of his top 25 video games. I see a lot of Pokemon in here, a lot of new Pokemon too. Zelda, Hollow Knight, Silksong. First off, Silksong in the top 3 already. Worst tier list ever made. One day I'll be streaming and you'll be commenting. Young Toenail, if that ever happens, call it a day, bro. Or I need to pack it up. Bro, is offended. Idiot. I use Topsters. What is Silksong doing here? It is extreme recency bias. I hear it's good. I haven't played it yet. Extreme recency bias. Don't know what this is. Minecraft top 5, whatever, it's fair. Zelda, whatever, it's fair. I don't agree, but it's fair. Marcos, are you like 9? It's fine if you are. Are you 9 years old, bro? Marvel Superheroes 2? Lego Marvel Superheroes 2? It's a good game. I played it. I played it with some friends. It's a great game. Top 7? Fortnite at 8 is also kind of crazy. Pokemon Sword. First off, Pokemon Legends Arceus below Sword is crazy. That's actually diabolical, but whatever. Final Fantasy, fair. Okay. We fuck with the Lego games, okay? We fuck with the Lego games. Pokemon Legends Arceus is, in my opinion, one of the best Pokemon games they've ever released. Ever. Plus, I don't play a lot of games, man. Fortnite Prime definitely deserves top 10. Prime Fortnite was insane. I remember every kid in the fucking country of America was hitting Fortnite dances. It was like, it was a social icon. It's genuinely, Prime Fortnite was like bigger than the 6-7 meme. Bro, stop talking about Persona, Baby Yoda. I haven't even ever played a Persona game. I actually don't care to either. Pokemon Violet, low-key Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is better than Sword and Shield, but whatever. Super Mario Odyssey, fair. Dead Cells, fair. This was one of the worst games I've ever played. Geometry Dash in this list is kind of crazy. I'm not even going to cap. And then I've never seen Pokemon Pocket before. And then you have a lot of new gen Pokemon, but whatever. In my opinion, I've read all the Persona manga, watched the anime. In my opinion, my favorite Pokemon game is Gen 5. Black and White, or Black and White 2, whichever one. Those are my favorites. Those are the ones that I grew up with. So, you know. I'm always going to like those most. These, I'm assuming, are your favorite movies. Is your favorite music, like Japanese music, maybe? Or favorite openings? The Outsiders is your favorite movie. The book was very good. I remember reading the book for school. The book was very good. Never watched the movie though. Silent Voice, fair enough. I'm not gonna say anything. I do not really fuck with Marvel movies, especially a lot of the newer ones. I really like Iron Man. I really like Captain America, but a lot of the newer ones I'm not a big fan of. Watch Fight Club or Goodfellas. I would have done a top 10 thing. Not gonna lie, it would have been better than a tier list. You can do both, honestly, and either or you can do both. Oh, JJK Zero. I haven't watched this yet, but I hear it's good. Both Spider Verse movies on here is low key fair. They're both probably modern classics, and then ending it off with the three Marvel movies is tough. All right, I'm just gonna look on here because I don't know any of this stuff. Now, Kickback is a fire opening. About a Voyage, never heard. Proposed, never heard. Black Catcher's also fire. Where Our Blue is beautiful. After that, I don't think I know a single one other out of this. So we're just gonna move on to the next one. Tis pissed me off, not gonna lie. What did? Fucking what did? Let's get this final one, okay? Here we have Marcos's favorite anime. Sorry, what the fuck is Classroom of the Elite doing here, bro? I hate Classroom of the Elite. I hate that shit. What's up, just another nerd? Classroom of the Elite was so bad in my opinion. I did not like it at all. Whatever, it's your opinion. Let's see here. Fair. Haven't watched this, but I hear it's good. Fair. Angel Beats is Crybait. It's really not that great. Demon Slayer is an incredible anime, just not incredible manga. Bocchi the Rock is good. Soul Leveling, I hear, is very good. Saitama Erased, fair. Okay, hold on. You know what? Blue Lock for the anime is fair. If we're not counting manga in here, for the anime is fair. Oh, it's all the animes you've seen. What the hell is Demon Slayer doing there? All right, I did it. Dude, I've been reading part 2 of Chainsaw Man. It's so ass. Classroom of the Elite is based? What are we talking about? I hear the light novel is very good. The anime, what I've watched the anime is so bad. We aren't counting manga. I'm not taking into account manga. The anime, I watched the anime and I did not like it. I hear the novel is actually very good though. Part 2 of Chainsaw Man is good. Soul Leveling is just like Demon Slayer, to be honest. Haven't read Soul Leveling, so I can't judge it or watch it. But I have read and watched Demon Slayer, and the anime is a lot better than the manga. Blue Lock, the anime I get. How much have you watched the anime? Maybe 10 episodes, maybe? I don't remember. I remember it was season 1, though. I remember stopping after, like, a certain point. I remember they got to a scene where, like, the main character, like, manipulated a character, and I was, like, so done with it. Reading Watch Solo Leveling is just going to get better. Reading Watch Solo Leveling is just, I just reread the same fucking comment over again. What the fuck is Zom 100 doing as second to last? Zom 100 is so fucking peak. What is Zom 100 doing there? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. For the anime, the first season of the anime, I get that there were I get it was like super delayed and shit when it was coming out. The anime is awesome. Listen, I really liked it, man. None of those were bad, except Bofree. Bofree was mid. Is that the last one? I have no clue what this is. Bofree, I don't want to get hurt. Oh, that one. Bro, you read like you watch like a lot of these more mainstream shits, and then Bofree, bro. I've never heard of that shit in my entire life. I'll be dead on. All right, I think that's all of them. Okay. Thank you very much, Marcos, for submitting your tier list. That was a very pleasant to look at. A lot of fun. All right, Pokemon starters and their evolutions. Let's just go from bottom to top. First off, I'm seeing Sobble at the bottom. That's fucking ludicrous. Sobble is one of the cutest fucking first gen starters. That's insane. So ass is the anime is about girls who play online games. So ass, bro. Bofree is garbage, but kind of fun garbage. Never heard of it in my entire life. Sobble is one of the cutest things I've ever seen. Primaria is one of the best final evolutions ever. Of starters, at least. I don't know how the fuck this guy's putting it at the bottom. Hold on. Who is this again? This is Alvin's. All right, Alvin's. We're looking at yours, bro. We're looking at yours. Listen. Looking at this, the C tier, fair. I think Duat is super, super cool. I really like Duat. Who else is it? I like Prinplup or whatever its name is. I like this guy. I forgot his name. I forgot the meta evolution of Mudkip is. I like him. I like these two as well. But you know what? Fair. Gen 8 starters are non-existent and Gen 9 starters. I don't even remember who the Gen 8 starters are. I'm going to be honest. It's Cinderace. I think its name is. Or Score Bunny or whatever. The other two I don't remember. There was the guy with the drums, the monkey guy with the drums. I really liked him. And then there was the water guy who looked like James Bond. And I actually liked him. B tier, Chikorita, anything lower than D is awful. Chikorita is one of the ugliest starters that we've ever gotten. I think she's incredibly ugly. Meganium's cool. This guy's cool. I forgot his name. The monkeys are cool. Froakie, especially just Greninja in general. But this dude, I really, really like. He, when I played Gen 6 is who I picked, and it was like my favorite Pokemon in that gen. Sobble, Drizzle, Inteleon, Scorbunny, Reboot, Cinderace, and Grookey, Thwackey, and Rillaboom. And Gen 8 starters. The mid and last evolutions aren't on the list. Okay. Most of the end starters though, I would put pretty high. I like most of them. A tier. What the fuck is this guy doing here? This guy is so ugly, bro. He looks like a butler. He sucks. What is this guy doing here? Who else? Bro, what the fuck are these two guys doing in A tier? Excuse me? These two. I got Pokemon ZA. By the way, probably the worst Pokemon game I've ever played. Do not get it. It is so bad. And I bought it for $70. Actually such a boring game. I picked fucking Tepig because I like Tepig's first evolution. And I like his final evolution, and I played Gen 5, and he's my favorite. I fuck with Rowlet. I like Rowlet. This dude, I like this guy. I fuck with Rowlet. I do not fuck with Sir Rowlet over here. I don't fuck with this guy. Other than that, though, for Alligator, I think looks really stupid. I always think that he looks like he's in a really tight suit and he can't like rip it. I think he looks fucking stupid. Squirtle and Wartortle are some of my favorite starters, so that's good. Okay. Prinplup, whatever this thing's name is, super cute. Really liked it. So it's fair. 70 for Pokemon? I don't even know. Yeah, $70. Because I love Pokemon. Or at least I used to. I used to play it all the time. And I thought it was going to be good. Awful game. Don't play it. All right. Okay, these are all fair. I'm still of the opinion that I think Charizard is a bit overrated because I think he looks kind of fat and he's not as cool. But he is still a cool design, so it's allowed. This is fair. Totodile's fair. It's fair. This guy right here, I'm letting you guys know now. I'm putting you on some game. Oshawott is the best Pokemon in the series. Oshawott, this brother right here. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. This brother right here is the best Pokemon in the entire thing. Easily best Pokemon. Easily best Pokemon. He's my favorite. Him or Scraggy. Those are my top two. Um, it's who I picked in Gen 5. Those are like my two favorite characters. Pokemon when I picked them. Love them. Love them, love them, love them. And then Greninja is sick. He's fucking awesome. All right, great tier list. Great tier list. All right, Jawad. Let's look at this manga tier list, bro. Jawad, we're up to you now. I think you were in chat. I remember seeing you in chat earlier. We're up to your tier list. All right, bottom of the barrel. First off, what the fuck is Bastard doing down there? Bastard is so peak. Jawad, what? Okay, don't spoil it for the people who haven't read it. What is your opinion about like the mid-volume twist in Bastard? What is your opinion? I need to see Jawad say this first before we go on with this tier list. Bro, I messed up. With what? Putting Bastard in D? I don't know how it got down there. Teenage Mercenary above Goodbye Eri and Bastard. Well, I know Jawad has told me that he doesn't like Goodbye Eri very much, which is fair. What is actually though your opinion about Bastard, about that mid-volume twist? Or did you even read it? You might have not read it. It's a low A tier. What is your opinion about the twist though? Specifically the twist. Just say like it was cool, it was good, it was scary, I didn't like it, whatever. Yeah, I've completed. The twist was insane. Okay. I'm just glad we can agree on that. I'm just glad we can agree. Low A tier, that's fine. Goodbye Eri. I'm pretty sure this is not simple. This is by the author of Kaiji. I hear it's good, but I know nothing about it. I know nothing about these two. Goodbye Eri. I've heard him before. He says that it's not very good. I love it. I think it's incredible, but whatever. Who am I to judge? We have Windbreaker in B tier. Fair. Astro Lost in Space. I hear is really good. Record of Ragnarok. Fair. These two I don't know. Ping Pong I think is pretty boring. I don't really like it. Baki is fair. I Want to Your Pancreas fair. Those are all great tier rankings for manga. I like those. Okay. Noragami I've never read. Change the World I've never read. Ichi the Killer I hear is very good. Never read it. I Sold My Life. I think this is like I only have like 3 months left to live or whatever. It's the guy who like sells his life for. Bro, Beppis, get to volume fucking 13 of Windbreaker and then I'll hear you talk. Volume 13 of Windbreaker is so peak. Yo, bro, Mangasaw joined it. Yeah, I know he did. He was also in my chat. By the way, I read Astro Royale. Trips. I read Astro Royale. I couldn't. I dropped it after 3 volumes. You were the one who was recommending it, right? This volume? This manga? My opinions of it, without spoilers, very quick. Ping Pong needs to be higher. I think Ping Pong is so boring. It's very good at some points, but it's so boring at others. Beginning is good. The first part of it's good. I like the power system. I think the writing is really cheesy and even more cheesy than Tokyo Avengers ever was. Even though Tokyo Avengers is also like, it has that kind of cheesiness, cornballness. This is like on a whole nother level of cheesiness. But the ending of this first volume was really, really good. It had a great ending and a really good emotional moment. So that's my opinion about Astro Royale. At least of the first part that I read of it. The thing about Goodbye Eri is I was just rushing to complete it. I didn't give it a fair try. I need to reread it. I think Waki wasn't bringing his best one. He got to Weekly Shonen Jump. I really like the power system. I won't have any Tokyo. I like Tokyo Avengers. I'm the biggest Tokyo Avengers fan of all time. Last 10 chapters, so I low-key agree with the rating. Yeah, well, I heard somewhere. I don't know if this is true. I heard somewhere that Shonen Jump themselves like came to Wakui Ken Wakui and said, "We want you to make a manga for our magazine." That's what I heard. So there's definitely a chance that this guy wasn't even planning on making a manga, and they just wanted him. They just wanted his rights for the magazine. Chad, the one of Astro Royale and Tokyo Avengers, and everything from the story and art was better, in my opinion. Yeah, well, the beginning is definitely better than Astro Royale. Tokyo Avengers' beginning is not good at all. But Tokyo Avengers has 31 volumes of manga, and like 19 of those volumes are peak. Robo, I loved it when Peko became a pro player. yeah, in ping pong. Oh, Tokyo Avengers art was better? I don't know. I did not like the beginning of Tokyo Avengers very much. And I have heard of a manga called Usugoi. It's on the list actually. All right, let's look at this A tier though. We got some fair ones. Flowers of Evil. Now I don't know if you ordered this or whatever. I don't know if you ordered it. How the fuck is Flowers of Evil and Dragon Ball Above the Horizon full name? Listen. I get the fact that you just read volumes 1 through 3 of Full Night, and maybe you're just not that. Maybe you just weren't as emotionally attached to the characters as I was. I didn't order my tier list to read it. I've read Tokyo Avengers. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. By the way, Trips, we've agreed to the argument. I bought Astro Royale. You need to go buy Full Night now. So we've agreed to the argument. I brought mine into the bargain. Full Night is now top priority on your list. And the Breaker is also goated, by the way. Everyone who knows. S tier, we have Yu-Gi-Oh! We have Shaman King, both. I'd say valid for now. I've read like one volume of Shaman King, and I've watched the anime when I was like 9 for Yu-Gi-Oh! But whatever, fair enough. No Longer Human, I hear is good. I just haven't read it yet. It's in the mail actually. One Punch Man, fair. I've seen this online. I've been thinking about getting it. I haven't yet. D Gray Man, I want to read. Their volumes are so out of print. I really hope it gets in a restock or a reprint or whatever. Usugoi, and then obviously the two bangers, Alice in Borderland, Blue Lock. Fair enough. And then S plus. I'm assuming these are just your top 6. Vagabond Beastars, Chainsaw Man, Tokyo Ghoul Re, Tokyo Ghoul, 20th Century Boys. Definitely fair enough. Like 100%, I understand it. Man, I want to buy more manga, but I'm like only allowed to buy 1 to 2 manga per month, and it's like really rare for me to even get 2 a month. The Horizon I read quite a long time ago. I am probably underappreciating it just because of how much time has passed. That's fair. Or you also just couldn't have been. You might have not been as emotionally attached to it as I was, because I was extremely emotionally attached to it. Every now and then, I'm genuinely a masochist for this shit. I will go back to that manga and I will reread it and I will fucking bawl my eyes out for no reason. I just have to like remind myself how much the fucking pain hurts. And that's fine. You don't have to love it as much as me. All right. Next. The next manga tier list. This is going to take a little bit. All right. I'm not going to look at this part. Want to read. I do not care. Trash. We have 7 Deadly Sins. Never read it. It looks awful though. And I don't even mean like re-traumatize yourself all. 7Ds is not trash. Don't know what that is. Should I make a manga and post on your server? Bro, go ahead, bro. Make your own manga. That would be awesome. That would be fucking tight. It just looks awful. The anime looks awful. I don't even mean like the last season or whatever. Like the art style just looks so boring. Ajin and Met is kind of crazy, but whatever. I don't know what these are. Beck, I've heard is incredible. I've heard Doridoro is incredible. Bro, what the fuck is it? Ow, I just bit my fucking tongue. Holy fuck. I just bit the fuck out of my tongue. Magical is your tier list? Well, you got some explaining to do, okay? You got some explaining to do. Right, let me swallow my gum because I keep fucking chewing on my tongue. What the fuck is Death Note and Ajin doing here, bro? Listen, part 2 might have not have been as good as part 1, but Bro, it's still fucking good, bro. Whatever. In the OK tier, we have Billy Bat, Full Alchemist, GTO, Blue Box. The Fable and OK tier is crazy. All right, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I hate comedy. Didn't laugh a single time. All right, whatever, man. Not even on part 2 yet, bro. Chill the fuck out. Fire Punch and OK is crazy. Fire Punch and OK is crazy. Nice Blum, Vinland Saga, Hunter x Hunter. Okay, this is a fair tier. This is fair. Vinland Saga nice though. Other people might get mad at that. Not me though. Dying Light every single moment. Only have volume 2 for Fire Punch. Okay, that's fine. Can't stay for long though. I drop in briefly. You know, Utah Mess. I'm gonna do this one. Did you post a tier list then? Because I can do yours next. We can just bounce from each one. I'm only 50 chapters in. Listen, I'm not gonna argue with you about Vinland Saga, but I'm also like I know other people care about it more than me, so I'm not gonna argue with you. Great. I don't know what this is. Bleach, Goodbye Eri, Apothecary Diaries, Land Illustrious. Bro, what the fuck is Black Clover doing in Great? I actually don't know what some people see in Black Clover. No, I'll make one quick. Make it quick and we can go to yours. Really, really quick. I do gotta be somewhere pretty soon, guys. Oh fuck. Okay, I could just skip, honestly. It really doesn't matter that much. But I'm going there for a friend, man. I'm going there for a friend. All you need is kill dead demons. Whatever, man. I'm not even gonna. Okay. This is a fair elite tier. I don't know what this is, but Monster, the Climber. I'm assuming you read most of this. Slam Dunk, Homunculus, 20th Century Boys, Claymore, One Punch Man. That is a fair. I put Black Clover mid-wall. That is a fair elite tier. You know what? That's a good tier. I like that. In goats, I think this is the I sold 3 months of my life or whatever the manga is called. That's that one. And I hear it's fantastic. I hear it's like life-changing shit. Frieren, Berserk, Pluto. By the way, Pluto, in my opinion, is Naruto Urasawa's worst work, at least of what I've read so far. But whatever. Goodnight Poon Poon. Oh, did they have Goodnight Poon Poon in the tier list? I don't even remember if I put it on the tier list. I probably should have. Blood on the Tracks, One Piece, yeah, all fair. I'm glad you like Blood on the Tracks as much as me, and then Vagabond and Goat of Goats, completely fair. All right, let's go to the next one. No, they didn't. I added it myself. Oh, okay. Then that's fine. Okay. For me, Goodnight Poon Poon probably would have been in the elite tier. I need to let everyone know something. I am having diarrhea. I need to go fucking take a shit right now. I've been holding in the shit for the entire stream. I probably shouldn't do this. I am going to take a shit because I actually really need to right now. Okay, give me like 10 fucking seconds, okay? Give me 10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds. I've been holding this thing in for like 3 hours. All right. I don't know if anyone else is still in here. I'm assuming not, though. um, for anyone else watching the VOD later, I guess I'll explain myself. I just really gotta leave. We will finish this later today or tomorrow, depending on what's happening. So yeah, I'm gonna have to cut the stream short though. Um, I just have to leave. So the plan. So initially, the place I'm supposed to be starts at 3. Right now it is 2:59. So I actually do have to leave, and I also have to like fucking take a shower, get dressed, drive there. And I'm going with my girlfriend too, and she's already oh, what's it called? She's already dressed and shit. I think, hopefully. She's probably gonna take longer than me. So I most likely we're gonna be like an hour late. This was probably the worst I did to film now, but it was probably the only time I could have. So whatever. All right, it's 3 o'clock now. We've basically done this set for 2 hours. Thank you guys for being here, even though I think all of you are gone.